It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The Old Horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with the Buckeyes head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Julian with the play fake. They're all over him. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Making the adjustment on the play. The give on the counter. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Tavian St. Clair blasted as he lets it go. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Finds his target. Makes the tackle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Right at the line. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this.
And he's got it inside the 25. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside, it's Jackson. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Hey, move. Shift. Booster, booster. Ready, go.
From the red zone, it's Jackson. There's some room. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the running back. Driven back.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Trying to squeak through the pile. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, you can. When you have the run-pass option and you're
Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Cross. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that.
Right, here we go. Switch it. Here we go, ready. Ready. Box. 180 go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got an alley. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry up. They'll give it to him again. Got some green grass. Enough to move the chains. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The RPO fire complete to the left. There he goes. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
These offensive scripts on both sides have been masterpieces as they are going up and down the field in the first. They'll ride him again. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Check. 692, rubber check. Go.
They'll run it. It's Jackson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Break.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to the well. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. For some teams, the road into the top 25 can be a little more treacherous than for others. And once you get there, you've got to convince the rest of the country you deserve to stay.
And I think that's what's next for this squad. They've earned the right to get in the top 25. People are noticing what they're doing. Now, let's continue to build on it, because they haven't proven they're a top 10 team, and they want to get to that point.
Yeah, let's stay hungry. Let's not be satisfied with the fact that we just broke into the top 25. Let's get in the top 20, top 15, top 10. Let's make the college football playoff. Don't want to get ahead of your skis here too early. It's a nice thing to be inside the top 25 now, but you want to continue to get better.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Running to the left. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Underwood. He's got it. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing route.
Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Here's Underwood. Rush right in his face. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Motion from the wide receiver.
Check, check. 89-19 fire ball. 89-19 fire ball. Jet. Go.
Throwing. Say it. Right side, it's Smith. Spins away from one. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why he's also in the Heisman Trophy conversation. A wide receiver in that debate is special. This dude is special.
Hits inside, it's Jackson. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Say it. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! That's the first score of the day for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll move the tight end. Here's Underwood to throw. Out wide left, it's Marsh. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Underwood unloads to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Hunt is on its way. On the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Changing the routes with his receivers. To the air, it's St. Clair. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Right down the middle. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Makes the grab on 3rd. Turning it on. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ohio State. He'll try to tack on one more. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the gun. Makes a man miss. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Wiggles free. Sends it downfield. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's begin with the West Virginia Mountaineers taking on the number 23 team, the Utah Utes. And it's West Virginia with a breathtaking offensive performance today. Really, both teams delivered. How about combining for more than 100 points? A stat-stuffing day for each of those teams. And hey, look at that. They double up their win total in a very disappointing 2-10 season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Wolverines have moved it inside the 20. Throwing, Underwood. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Michigan! Put 6 on the board. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. But then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Gets the back moving. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. Still running at the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. Play fake. Julian Say it. He lets it fly. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Really good coverage by the DB there, and an even a better job of locating the football and then knocking it away.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Jackson.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He's changing the play. Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. He's got the back in the middle. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. They'll go play action with Say it. He spins that thing down the middle. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here's Underwood to throw. Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making the nice tackle.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Underwood on the play action. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Holds and fires complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to slip through and pick it up. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll try the counter. Powers through the defender. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Escapes the pressure going right. It's dropped after taking the hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Saying back to the air. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And this one is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it. Got room at the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Looking for space. It's Marshall. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Just feeds the running back. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because he'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. The give to the fullback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Sends it back in motion. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Underwood. Rushes on. Being chased. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football. Just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over it.
And And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fourth down, Underwood. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Here's Sayin to throw. Under pressure. Left side is Jackson. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide right, it's Williams. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Buckeyes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. The option, the keeper. Just ran him over. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Straight ahead, it's West. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the 1st down and get the sticks moving.
The Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They want to run this quarterback. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
On the move. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've been outstanding on 3rd down all day long, and they could use one here on 3rd and goal. Quarterback keeper. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, that is not the third down they were looking for. Going backwards now, big-time decision on 4th down.
No question about it. That can certainly rattle your resolve to go for the touchdown. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
They give it to him again. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Just going to keep it after the snap. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Trying to get the corner. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. The game may be the